Welcome, Night Owls. Lord Chris here, or Chris. I'm gonna make something different today. I've never made this before, but I'm inspired by my favorite Mexican restaurant, Abelardo's. So any of you employees that are subscribed that are watching this is a shout out to you. I'm gonna be making the the super loaded fajita chicken nacho fries. Um, Man, they're so good there. I want to try to replicate it. I want to try to make it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I didn't figure I was going to record this. So I kind of just started with it and I was like, you know what? I'll just record it. So anyway, without further ado, as people say, please subscribe. I'm getting like hundreds of people to watch my videos, but nobody's subscribing, nobody's hitting like. Please do that for me. Help me out. And go to my YouTube channel. That's where I really want your help. Nightowls.lordchris, and subscribe and like and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get into it. Let's make some sexy French fries. Alright, so now I'm going to basically show you what I got so far. Alright, I got my chicken cut up. That's about to go in the pot. It's ready to go. I need to get that cooking. Now I got the cheese, the queso, white queso with the milk. I put some parsley in there, pepper, and paprika. And then I got this heating up. This is going to be for the French fries to cook. Alright guys, so now I have the chicken in and the chicken all seasoned up. About to flip that chicken. Get it cooked on all sides. I also got the cheese going, the cheese and the milk, the queso cheese and the milk. Like I said, paprika, pepper, and parsley. And I also have the French fries frying. Let's make this tasty meal. Alright guys, I think the fries are pretty much done already. They're feeling crispy, so it's pretty early, but this should be alright. Just remember, if you're going to do fries, make sure you season them immediately after you take them out of the oil. That way the seasoning, the salt, or whatever you decide to put on it gets absorbed into that oil, into the fry. But let's get those out of there. Oh yeah. Yeah, those fries are done. Those look very much like McDonald's fries. Get them out of there. Get them suckers seasoned up. I'm grabbing like 2 fries at a time. There's only 3 fries left. Oh, there's only 2 left. Oh, one more. Yeah. All right. Let's get this heat off, because that's oil. I don't want to catch on fire. Alright, let's season them fries. Of course, you're going to start with a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. This stuff is definitely more flavorful than really any salt other than seasoning salt. But we're going to double it up. We're going to also do a little bit of seasoning salt on top of that. Normally, I'd put a little bit of parsley on that, but since we're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of cheese anyway, probably lay off the off the Parmesan. But since I was thinking of parsley, let's go ahead and add a little bit just for color. That's really all that's for. Okay. And pretty much that's done. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake between the towel here. We just got to wait for everything else to cook. But that reminds me, can't forget about, gotta have some refried beans if you're going to have some sort of nacho dish, even though this is fries. So this is something that you shouldn't forget. But one thing you're going to make this refried beans way better is if you add salsa and cheese to it and whatever seasonings you want before you heat it up, and get that mixture going, get that mixture nice and hot. And that's what's going to go on after you load your French fries and before you load your meat and your cheese. So salsa and cheese add to that. Alright guys, now that the chicken is almost done and the cheese is melted, make sure you turn that sucker down, way down. You're just wanting to keep it hot now. Because before you add your tomatoes, you want to do a little bit of something. But before you go ahead any further, let's go ahead and get your freshly chopped up red and green pepper. Of course, you got to get that in there. Yeah. The only reason I add this first is because I want it to cook in the juices a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really matter since I'm adding this real fast anyway. But, yeah. So, for any good cheese dip, this is going to be white cheese dip. You definitely need Rotel. So let's go ahead and put most of this Rotel in there. Even though we didn't use the full block, I kind of want to put a little bit of it in here. Yeah. Oh yeah. And since I didn't use the full block of cheese, I had a little bit of extra tomato. I mean, I could have put the whole thing in there, all the tomato, but why not add a little bit into there? Just make that chicken even better. Get this sucker nice and mixed. This thing is pretty much ready to go. This cheese already, but definitely want to, oh, I slobbered a little bit. Keep slobbering. You can see my stove, it's not, I cook one time and this is the mess I make. The last video you guys saw is all from that mess. And I'm a guy. I don't want to clean this crap up every day. But yeah, let's get the peppers cooked down a little bit more. Try to get this mixed up a little bit more. And then we'll add just a little bit of taco seasoning to the chicken. And keep cooking that the refried beans up, which I have it cooking right now. Like I said, I put some salsa in that sucker and some cheese into the refried beans, so I'm just gonna keep cooking it, keep mixing it, and then we're gonna make a sexy meal. Alright guys, now I got the fries plated. I spreaded them out because I want the cheese to get on all the fries. You're gonna see how I plate it here in a second, but since we already got the refried beans, salsa, and cheese mixed together, and that's ready to go. We got the white queso. Look at this. Look at that. That looks so good. Oh yeah. That one's ready to go. And we got the taco seasoned chicken with red and green pepper and tomato in there. And that's ready to go. So we're pretty much ready to plate. Alright guys, first things first, let's get the refried beans on there. Basically, you're just going to kind of try to spread it out. You know, you don't want to like a big old clump. This is generally a good way to kind of splatter it around. Basically, you want to try to cover a majority of it. Since it's just me, you know, that's why I didn't make more fries. But yeah, we're going to cover that, not heavily, but a little bit more. Alright, so now that I have the beans mixed into that fries, I kind of did a little stir so you get a little bit of beans on all the fries. Now it's time to go ahead and put the chicken and peppers. Just kind of try to get it on, you know, majority of the whole plate, almost like you would do some nachos. Oh man, that's looking sexy right now. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, look at this thing so far. Now we're about to do the sexiest stuff. Now time for the moment of truth, the cheese. Oh yeah, this is the sexiest right here. Oh yeah. Let's get that cheese on. All right, after the cheese, add a little black pepper.